justice, live in peace. May all people live in peace, live in justice, live in peace. May all people live in truth, live in wisdom, live in truth. May all people live in truth, live in wisdom, live in truth. May all people live in love, live in kindness, live in love. May all people live in love, live in kindness, live in love. Violence and war shall be no more. 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 Justice and peace, light in our way.
Justice and peace, light in our way.
Wisdom and truth, light in our way.
Wisdom and truth, light in our way.
Justice and peace, light in our way.
Justice and peace, light in our way.
Wisdom and truth, light in our way.
Wisdom and truth, light in our way.
Kindness and love, light in our way.
Kindness and love, light in our way.
Spirit, oh Spirit, 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 light in our way.
Justice and peace, light in our way.
Justice and peace, light in our way.
Wisdom and truth, light in our way.
Wisdom and truth, light in our way.
Kindness and love, light in our way.
Kindness and love, light in our way.
Spirit, oh Spirit, 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 light in our way.
eventually we'll come around to find what is the right thing to chew on. Takes a while sometimes. So I thought tonight we would do a little imagination exercise, for lack of a better word. I'd like us to imagine what. Let me back up just for a moment. I think community of peace has a very clear focus. News alert, shocker, peace. And if the land that has been given to community of peace, because it is a gift, even though we have a mortgage, I believe it's a gift from God. And the focus is to be on peace, peacemaking. Then how might the land reflect that? And one of the clear ways it could reflect that is to enhance what we already have, particularly pathways. As Sita and I were out strolling the other day on the pathway down to the creek, I looked in the forest and I thought, there could be other pathways, little pathways, that could veer off of the main pathway into the forest and just, go around. It could be a little spot for people and families to sit and enjoy the forest, take a break from the pathway. I mean, my imagination is not that great when it comes to the visual things. So I thought I'd enlist your all imagination tonight. And I'm going to ask you in just a moment to close your eyes and just take a minute and imagine what the pathways might look like, long term, to reflect peace, a peaceful world, peace of heart, mind, body, peace in terms of society, different peoples, different perspectives, different religions. So does that make sense to you? So it's a little exercise in imagination. So if you're ready, Here we go. Let's imagine what a community of peace forest might look like. Here we go. I'm just going to guide you a little bit for just a moment before I let you loose to imagination. So imagine yourself walking on the path into the forest. What do you see initially? Entrance to the forest. What does that look like? Is it a round kind of entrance? Is it a colorful entrance? What about the ground? Is the ground pebbled? Is it full of pebbles? Is it got grass on it? Is it got different kinds of material? What does the ground look like? And as you walk along the pathway, what might you see? What you see? Images of people, places, the world. What you see? Little alcoves in the forest where people can sit. What do they look like? What are they made of? So imagine walking through the forest. We'll take a minute just in silence. from your journey through the forest, what did you see? What did you experience, imagine?
Archway door.
Archway. Yeah.
Yeah.
More than one?
Well,
The entrance you're thinking?
I imagine walking up over here behind the cabin
Ah, okay, right.
and just imagine an archway at the end the one that leads closest to the single cabin.
Right. Right. Lovely. What would it be made of?
Bit of wood,
Wood.
with like maybe some vines around it, maybe grapevines.
Is that a grape? You care to comment on that?
No, I just liked it. Yeah,
Yeah.
grapevines make sense
Okay.
because of our little soiree at Cambia. But yeah, I saw there on this end going to the left. There is a natural archway from a felled tree. So what I was seeing was natural posts made from branches or smaller trees, starting about a foot high, and then kind of getting a little bit taller, leading up to this archway. And then once you pass through the archway, there's posts with lanterns, different colored stained glasses that kind of the light draws you into and through the archway. And then have these side paths. The word sanctuary came to mind. Little offshoots from the main path, and in those little alcove spaces, I saw like steps going up to this, not quite a tree house, but this platform that's made between a couple trees where people can sit with like cushions up there and just kind of commune and have conversations. And yeah, so that's kind of where I went.
Yeah. Good place to go.
First, all the paths have been graded smooth, so the walking is peaceful. You're not having to watch out every footstep so you don't trip and fall.
Which would also help people in wheelchairs.
And that.
Yeah.
And then you had mentioned earlier Stations of the Cross, and we're seeing a similar thing, an open box but images of the peacemakers we've known. Lenin and Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi, and of course there's many others. And maybe those could also be in a little sanctuary thing. I don't know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I saw too, across that same archway, that it's pretty well known hymn in the Catholic community. The line is, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me."
Yeah.
Something along the lines.
I saw stone pathways, like there's like smooth stone
Stone.
blocks on the path, and it's all those squares are like different sizes, but they all form together into one smooth path with just a bunch of squares. And I also saw benches
Yeah.
made of stone.
Nice.
And then I walked farther, and then there was this big roundabout with this fountain in the middle and a bunch of benches around it.
That would be lovely.
And one time I went to the little islands at the creek paths
Mhm.
were the ones that the beavers formed.
Mhm.
And there's these little mini waterfalls, as they call it,
Mhm.
like where so much water flows,
Mm.
and it's really nice to listen to. So
Good.
as you walk, I was thinking about little water flowing paths right next to the
Mhm.
path. So as you walk, you can hear it.
Sweet. Yeah. That's lovely, Denzel. Thank you.
I thought of Mother Nature having a haircut. Like, there's so many, like, honoring her curves and hills and valleys and just smoothing all that out. I'm not talking deforestation, but there's so many, like, lovely hills and dips that could be used for natural slides
Mm.
and for the winter, for the kids, for sledding. And there's so many, like, items that could be left near the valleys where the kids and family could just have fun rolling down the hills.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm. Any other thoughts?
Dog park area.
Dog park, right, of course, yeah.
Let them run crazy somewhere. That could be another dip roundabout area.
When you consider, the land is on this side of the creek and the other side of the creek, there's a lot to work with,
Yes.
you know,
Potential.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even imagine the land on the other side of the creek. I haven't even been there.
Right. Yeah, it might be good to take a walk over there sometime, just to see it for yourself.
An animal sanctuary.
There you go.
Sita land.
See, there you go. Yeah.
What can we have an elephant?
Sure, why not? I'm gonna have to take care of one and clean up after it.
Well,
Maybe you could get an elephant for us. Maybe you could get an elephant for us.
And a what?
An elephant for us.
An elephant. Oh, to get an elephant. You're pointing at Kevin to get an elephant?
Oh,
Does he have contacts with an elephant?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
yes, I don't really pray to Ganesh.
But you know a guy.
You know him, yeah.
Yeah. Me and this I got an elephant.
I know.
You were gonna say something?
Oh, before you started all of it, the idea came of, we could have mapped out our own peace walk
Hmm.
and have a little biodegradable rice paper, like the Tibetan prayer papers.
Hmm.
And then they could walk their walk and then put it in the creek and let it go off
Yeah.
into
That would be lovely.
eternity.
Yeah, that would really see. The importance of ritual cannot be underestimated. Some simple, beautiful ritual like that would be so good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got one?
I don't know. It just came to me. It's weird, not that weird, but have like a.
We'll be the judge.
Have
of
like
that.
okay, yeah, you tell me. Have like this little thing, like a whisper box where you just kind of whisper into it, like
Right.
what your hopes, dreams, aspirations,
Nice.
something like that.
Do you know there's a tradition in Ireland that's sort of similar to that, and in a place called Glendalough, where I used to live, I would walk in the hills in the forest, and people would attach cloth tied to a bush with their prayer requests on it,
Mm-hmm.
and they would pray it, as they tied it there. It was kind of whispered, but then they would leave the prayer cloth there,
Yeah,
tied to the branch, and you go past and see all these prayers, all these
definitely.
hopes, it's beautiful.
Something like that could be
Yeah.
a possibility too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is in Ireland? Is it Ireland or Scotland? The one where they have a tree where you put the coin, you stick the coin in the tree.
That I don't know.
Okay, then it might be Scotland. It might not be Ireland.
Yeah, something like that would be lovely.
There was too when I was at the YMCA in Colorado. You went up the smaller mountain called the hike was called Bible Point, and when you came to the top, there was, I think they had a chest with just like a slit, and same concept, put a prayer or drop it in the box, and then they also had a mailbox at the very very top that you could, I don't remember, we could do with that idea whatever we want, but write out a letter, and maybe the next person that goes up takes it, like write a letter to the next hiker or something. I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, something along those lines would be just beautiful. So, Anna, you started to say something?
No.
Okay. You were just gasping.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Speak up. Yeah.
Back to what my idea was with
Yes.
little mini river waterfall things.
Mhm.
On one side, there could be one for paper boats and pumice.
Paper boats and hummus?
Pumice,
What is it?
it's like a type of rock that it's the only rock in the world that can float.
Oh.
Pumice?
Pumice, pumice or something. Pumice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what I gasped at. You said coin in a tree, and I thought of a gumball machine, and I thought of local businesses could, we could also make some profit. You can put a quarter in and get like a community of peace sticker or something like that. That Barb made.
That's good. That's a good idea.
You see, there's no end to the imagining, what we can imagine. So, we're going to begin, and starting Ash Wednesday, which is February, somebody knows, is it 7th?
I think it was 18.
18. It's the beginning of Lent, and it's the traditional time in the Christian faith, when a time of reflection, and 40 days, remembering Jesus 40 days in the desert. And I'm thinking this would be a good time to just begin, just simple, but begin. And to begin with what's called the Stations of the Cross, which is it's a very beautiful walk, building on the peace walk of the monks. Not everybody can walk 2,000 miles, God bless them. But most people can walk into the forest about, how far is it from the labyrinth to the creek? Roughly
2/10 of a mile.
2/10 of a mile. That's not that bad. And the Stations of the Cross is this lovely tradition in the Catholic faith where there's 14 stations. Right? Okay. And just as a way of beginning this project, to create these stations simple, but with a symbol of each one, and maybe with something simple to sit on nearby, but again, keeping it simple, as an experiment. And then to invite the churches of Louisa, both Protestants and Catholic churches do Stations of the Cross, by the way, to invite them in on Ash Wednesday, and then every Friday during Lent to let them know that they're invited to come and walk the Stations of the Cross prior to Easter. I think we would get some people interested in the churches especially. So think about it, what might those Stations of the Cross look like? It would be necessary to do a little bit of research on what they are, what they look like, each one, and then we can go about creating something simple but beautiful and meaningful for people, imagining as they walk what that might be like for them. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sounds like Rich got a lot of woodworking skills to get started
Yeah.
on, huh? How about them benches, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get started yesterday.
Dream bench.
Any other thoughts or questions on this little exercise?
Showing Barb's mandalas scattered around in places too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Protected from the weather, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Hi, Barb.
Yeah.
But also Ray, I spoke with Ray today on our board, and Ray tunes in to our meeting to our gathering at 7 with Tess. Hi, Ray. Hi, Tess. Hi, yeah. Well, anyway. You were saying, Tess.
What?
Pumice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Only rock can float. Well, if it's wrong, someone tell me.
Mandala tattoo stickers and 25-cent machine.
Oh, oh,
What do you think, Barb?
Yeah. Somebody's in business here. Yeah.
You got the creek with the water, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the more we can imagine it, the more it just sounds so wonderfully good. Creative, fun, even, you know. And the Stations of the Cross would be one brief experiment in a much larger project. But I think it'll get us started. And then after Lent, we take the stations down, and we just create a path that runs through however we imagine it. You know? I'm thinking of in Washington, D.C., there's a statue of Gandhi in a certain location, and he's very lonely because nobody goes to visit him very much. And who knows, maybe we could have statues of various peacemakers throughout the forest, you know. There's Buddha, there's Gandhi, you know, there's different characters, you know. We need some feminine characters too. And so
Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga's not a feminine character.
Oh.
Dorothy Day is, though. Mother Teresa is.
Wrong genre. Yeah.
All kinds of Baba Yaga.
I had to say the first thing that came to mind.
That's the boogeyman, man.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Okay, any other thoughts? Let's close with a song, and it's Sunday night, so we'll do the candles and pray for peace in our song. Isn't it sweet how she settles down after a while? Moves her home. Takes her a little while. Take easy energy, folks. Cool and calm energy, please. It's 2 hands, Tim.
I know if that just spilled. Oh.
Grant peace to all. Grant peace to all. Grant peace to all on earth. Grant peace to all. Grant peace to all. Grant peace to all. Shalom to all on earth. Shalom. Salam. 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 To all on earth. Salam. Shanti. 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 To all on earth. Shanti. La paz. La paz. La paz. La paz. La paz. To all on earth. La paz. Their freedom. Their freedom. Their freedom. To all on earth. Their freedom. Wabin. 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 To all on earth. Wabin. With Tuscawin. With Tuscawin. With Tuscawin. With Tuscawin. With Tuscawin. To all on earth. With Tuscawin. Not forgetting one? Say it again. Pyonghwa. 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 To all on earth. Pyonghwa. To all on earth. Om. And peace to all. Grant peace to all. Grant peace to all on earth. At the close of this day, a prayer for peace in a world that seems determined to use violence and war. May we be a small example of another way to live, a way of peace, a way of justice, of compassion. May it be so.